Curriculum content influences learner goals, standards for academic achievement, with an underlying influence of the nation's economy. Clear logic. Your choice economy is sound and 100% true.
What foundation of curriculum discusses the relationship between the school and society and its influence in curriculum decisions?
Smart move. Socio-cultural foundation is an accurate answer. In the Malaysian context, which stakeholder is primarily responsible for shaping the national curriculum and educational policies? Or... Well done. Ministry of Education is the right choice. Dash affects curriculum development from defining goals, interpreting curricular material to approving examination systems. Nice selection. Politics is the correct and valid answer. Which Malaysian stakeholder group is likely to emphasize the inclusion of Islamic education and values in the curriculum? Smart pick. Religious institutions is the correct choice. A curriculum that includes financial literacy and entrepreneurship education is often influenced by which type of force? Sharp thinking? Economic force is the right choice. Which of the following helps to determine the driving purpose of education? Is the important foundation of curriculum? Good thinking. Philosophy is the right answer. Learner-centered curriculum design is meant to empower learners and allow them to shape their education through dash. Nice work. You chose choices and it is correct.
A major skill, knowledge, attitude, or ability needed to perform a task effectively and efficiently is termed as.
Exactly. Learning objective makes sense and it is right choice.
In most Caribbean territories, curriculum development is centralized because the focus of control is with the.
Bravo. Ministry of Education is the answer.
What foundation of curriculum reflects the educational focus prevalent during a particular period or event?
Great thinking. Historical foundation is the right choice. A curriculum designed to promote civic education and active citizenship aligns with which type of force? You chose political force, and it is correct. Which of the following agencies exerts the greatest influence in educating the young in the 21st century? Strong choice. The school is the right answer.
Which of the following is an example of a political force that can influence curriculum construction?
Excellent. Government policies and regulations is a brilliant choice. Derek, a 15-year-old student, drinks, smokes, and attends wild parties. He is influenced most by the. Solid response. The informal curriculum is a valid choice. Informative evaluation. Experts would evaluate the match between the instructional strategies and. Well picked. Materials is the correct answer.
The curriculum that includes the activities accommodated in the regular hours of school is called.
Right again. Formal is a valid answer. Incompetency-based education and training. The critical document for the trainers is. You're right. Occupational standard is the correct answer.
Concerns related to the quality of education and teacher qualifications are often raised by.
Correct. Students' parents is the right answer. Which domain of objectives is not being evaluated through our present system of examination? You got it. Your choice effective is right.
Which of the following method describes the combination of two or more methods in teaching? Well reasoned. Eclectic method is the correct choice. In terms of components, which of the following would be listed first in a curriculum guide? Right choice. Behavioral objectives is the best answer.
Which of the following agency publishes all the curriculum frameworks at national levels?
On track. NSERT is the correct answer.
4 national curriculum frameworks have been released in the years respectively.
1975, 1988, 2000, 2005 is a solid answer. The important reason for providing curriculum studies to trainers is to enable them to.
Good job. Your answer interpret the curriculum properly works well here. Henry Morrison and William Harris were the firm believers of which curriculum design? Great job. Subject-centered curriculum is the accurate answer. Curriculum is a blueprint of the school activities that includes experiences for the perfect learners is the correct choice.
Under which phases of curriculum development does setting goals and objectives fall?
Excellent choice. Planning is the right answer. A curriculum is the sum total of a school's activities which influence the child's. Valid point. Behavior is true.
The dash involves objectives concerning attitudes, appreciations, and all emotions.
Correct response. Affective domain is the most accurate answer.
An outline of the topics of a subject to the covered in specific time is called.
Bravo. Syllabus is the answer.
Social and emotional learning in the curriculum focuses on developing dash.
Correct. Emotional intelligence and resilience is the right answer.
Which of the following is an essential part of curriculum designing process?
You chose objectives, content, and activities, and it is correct. Who among the following gave the grassroots level of curriculum development? No. Well reasoned. Hilda Taba is the correct choice.
5 stages of awareness, interest, evaluation, trial, and adoption are 4.
Well picked. Curriculum change is the correct answer.
Which of the following terms best describes what the curriculum should be?
Smart pick. Dynamic is the correct choice. Authentic learning experiences in the curriculum are characterized by dash. Good job. Your answer real-world relevance works well here. What foundation of curriculum is a unifying element of learning process? You're right. Psychological foundation is the correct answer. Curriculum dash provides visual diagrams or indexes of a curriculum. Right choice. Mapping is the best answer. Curriculum is derived from the Latin word curra, which refers to clear logic. Your choice running a course is sound and 100% true. How many national curriculum frameworks have been released so far? Good thinking. 4 is the right answer. In which curricular method does a teacher enjoys maximum autonomy? Nice selection. Grassroots level is the correct and valid answer. When did the National Curriculum Conference take place in Nigeria? Solid response. September 17th, 1969 is a valid choice.
The forces that affect the development of curriculum are called.
Exactly. Foundations of curriculum make sense, and it is right choice.
Who among the following gave the goal-free model of evaluation? Sharp thinking. Michael Scriven is the right choice.
Hilda Taber's model of curriculum development is also known as
Strong choice. Grassroot model is the right answer.
A philosophical foundation that focuses on goodness and truth.
excellent choice. Idealism is the right answer.
The objectives and structure of knowledge are determined by.
Nice work. You chose philosophers, and it is correct.
John Dewey was the firm believer of which curriculum design?
On track. Learner-centered curriculum is the correct answer. What is the primary focus of modern curriculum development?
Perfect. Student-centered learning is the correct choice.
Interdisciplinary learning in the curriculum aims to dash.
Right again. Integrate various disciplines is a valid answer. Which of the following is not an element of a curriculum?
Nicely done. Recall is a solid answer.
Competency-based education shifts the focus from dash.
You got it? Your choice seat time is right.
What is the meaning of the Latin word curriculum?
Smart move. All of the above is an accurate answer.
The epistemological branch of philosophy deals with.
Well done. Knowledge is the right choice.
Effectiveness of curriculum is determined by. Great job. Evaluation is the accurate answer.
These are all examples of evaluation except.
Great thinking. Output evaluation is the right choice.
How many pillars are there in Vision 2030?
Valid point. 3 is true. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format.
Excellent. Contact Narayan Changda is a brilliant choice.